in the world of finance, we're hearing two companies. So number one is Cheaper Cash. They've laid off again, and this time it touched a C-level executive. Then we're hearing Mara too is downsizing, basically laying off their content and marketing team. I don't know what's going on at Cheaper Cash specifically, because I saw them try to bring in some features like charging for cards and all of that. I thought, okay, maybe they want to tighten the ship, but they're still laying off, and it's making me question, like, what is going on?
I guess it's just true, what they say about charging immediately start your business. Like
Charge from day one, please.
Because
the article.
Because it's very gracious saying I should shout it. It's very important, because once you start and people are like, oh, this is cool, and it's not just for making money. Most people say once you charge from day one, right, it helps with revenue and then the business going on. But it actually does more for you. You actually know what people would actually pay for. If you're giving me something, if I don't really need it, I might keep taking it. I have 1 million users, and because it's not costing me anything. So, but when you charge, you know how valuable this thing. You also know if this thing actually has product market fit. Because if people are actually willing to pay for that, people find this valuable. But then you don't charge them from the beginning, and then we are already used to it, and then you start telling me, this thing, you bring 2K for this one. I say, say this one, we'll collect 500 for this one. And I'll be like, and then I'll just think about it, and I'll be like, I didn't actually need this in the process. You'll be fine. So I guess that's just one, and this might seem like an oversimplification of the entire model of what Cheaper Cash and what a lot of other businesses that do the same thing are saying. But I think in a way, I mean, I'm ready for anybody to say I'm wrong or anything, but I think in a way, these are some of these problems that a lot of them had, right?
Yeah, but how unlucky do you have to be that you raise $150 million Series C and two of your investors basically crashed? There was FTX and Sam Bankman.
I mean, yes, you also have to consider that, yeah.
So the valuation was around $2 billion last year, but now the valuation has been slashed to God knows what. But if it's just a purely economic thing, then is this layoff really economic? Because they are sacking high-level executives, country manager in Kenya or country director in Kenya, and the COO. So is this like a change in direction? Like they need fresh ideas, they need something different to kind of right the ship, like Jumia did last year, I think. The two CEOs left, then he brought in someone, I think Francis Dufresne, if I'm not mistaken, and I think they've recorded their lowest losses in 4 years. So is this the strategy for Cheaper Cash now? Could this even affect the CEO?
So when I think of this,
I know an important person left, Wizard. He left to eBanks.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if this is related, but I just had to mention it.
So when I look at it, so someone said something that when I think about fundraisers, I try to paint that picture. So I was like, I've bastardized money to the point you don't know what $1 million is anymore. We think that $1 million is like 1 million naira. You don't understand what $1 million is. Right. So when I hear that you've raised $150 million and your primary base of operation is in Africa, and then less than a year later, you are laying off what should be key staff, I'm just like, where did all that money go to?
SVB and FTX.
Okay, so let's say you lost a significant amount of money, because that's if you're doing all of this, and in light of these two events, then you probably lost a huge amount of money in the process. That's one. Or you blew it on expenses that never yielded the results you were hoping they would yield. Either excessive marketing or paying influencers like
Yeah,
we
shouting
heard.
excessive marketing. You push your market though, please.
I mean-
Whatever another event.
Yeah, of course, market, but you get the point.
Yeah, yeah.
Or maybe you spent it paying people salaries that you had no business paying. So these are some of the challenges. Now, when you mention the Kenyan country manager, that is probably the one thing I am curious about. So if you remember the last time they conducted layoffs, you mentioned that they'll be focusing on core products and core markets. So
I
are
didn't-
you saying that
Possible.
Kenya is not a core market anymore? Are you saying that
it's possible?
you are now? So yesterday I was looking through the cheaper cash app and I wanted to see what core products are you going to be focusing on. So they offer investing services. They offer, you can buy airtime, you can buy data, utilities basically. And I was looking at it. So which one is a core product here? Because none of these things are really core. I can buy airtime from my UBA app. Even though people have refused to send my money, I can invest on the most popular options in Nigeria, Bamboo and
Yes,
Rise
it's
Vest.
virtual.
Bamboo, Rise
Virtual
Vest,
dollar
Piggy
card.
Vest,
Yes.
Carbon, OPay.
Exactly.
They offer really
Good
crazy interest rates.
on all of these people. So
Not paid at all because I bunched all of them together.
so that covers it on the investment side. So
What about the virtual card side? Isn't that a core product?
I guess that's
As-
their core
it-
product for me.
is it really a core product? Because you have the other competitors basically coming up with either better products or taking. So here's the thing.
So,
So are you saying
let's make an argument now.
something is not core because
Because other
Other people are
competitors
doing
are
it.
No.
exactly.
So
Or
there was
are their competitors offering better rates for their virtual dollar cards?
that's one. So
I don't think so.
You know, during LSE, Olu Oyinson took a class on getting investments when
No one wants to invest.
And one of the things he mentioned, which was very interesting or very important, is market size. So he gave a very interesting example. Yes, 200 million Nigerians, right? But then he used a very interesting example, lending. 200 million Nigerians. The moment you say you want to do lending and you get out there, there's fair money waiting for you. There's Lydia, there's the big guys, OP and the likes, they already have a better grip of the market, so they will easily beat you. Yeah, they're also more funded or better funded. They can easily beat you. But let's look at this. How many people do you think really need virtual card services in Nigeria alone? This is Africa's most popular country, and I think the second or first largest economy. So, how many people do you think need virtual? Not want. Need virtual card services.
Most people need virtual cards to, like yesterday night, I wanted to sign up for a website that I didn't trust, and it asked me to put my card, and I started looking for a virtual card that I can use and dispose. I was looking for basically a disposable virtual card, but I didn't see anyone, and I didn't want to use my Chika Cash because I had money there.
Yeah.
So that is like a primary need. You want to sign up for a service, you want to test their trial version. So we're basically looking at tech-savvy Nigerians.
Yes. And
if you could put a number on tech-savvy Nigerians.
not just tech-savvy Nigerians.
Or say people that actually need virtual dollar cards. Out
For
of
me
the
to
200
need a
million.
virtual dollar card, so what are the things I want to pay for? There's the usual Netflix or entertainment services. There is maybe so I'm talking about the.
So why I'm broadening into virtual dollar cards, this is why. This is because a lot of Nigerians do transactions online.
Yes.
If you go by numbers on NIBS and all of that, then people who buy stuff online, your regular Instagram people, they buy stuff on AliExpress.
Yeah.
Those guys need cards.
Yes. How many are they?
Most of them.
Can we say they are up to 400,000 in Nigeria?
You can't make any specific estimates.
Yes.
But you can. I'm
So
just
basically,
giving you.
this is vibes. This is back of paper math you are doing, sha.
Yeah, so
But
that is just one market. Another market is people who want to host a website. They want to pay for their domain name.
yeah, how many are they?
People are opening blogs up and down.
Of course,
People want to
them are-
do Twitter ads. People want to
Yes.
do Facebook ads. People want to test LinkedIn Premium.
Yeah.
We are broadening the market like this.
Yes.
So me, I'm just saying the people who are likely to do this are mostly tech savvy people. And I'm not saying you own a smartphone, but I'm saying you are tech savvy, like you do stuff online right? You have a job that requires you to. So you've mentioned entertainment. I've mentioned Instagram traders. I've mentioned people who want to open blogs and pay for domain name. I met someone random that does pay for a domain name. And if you are using, say, Hostinga or GoDaddy, you might not be able to pay with your Nigerian card.
Yeah.
So a lot of the things that people are doing with Naira, their Naira cards, they couldn't do. Then parents who want to send their children money, instead of going through all the stress of Form A, why not use a virtual dollar card?
Well,
So most likely a tech-savvy parent might use a virtual dollar card. Yeah. So we're expanding the market, right? The market is not as big, but if you extrapolate, say, 25 million smartphone owners, and you say half of that are tech-savvy.
how many million again?
Let's say 25 million
25
smartphone
million.
owners, and you say half of that are tech-savvy. So 12.5 million people. That's a nice market.
Yeah, that's a nice market. So I agree that there's a market there.
Yes.
But my argument is, for you to really be in business long term, you are competing. So in Nigeria, here's the truth. I don't know how many, all of us in this room, I don't know how many international transactions we do in a month.
Do you do international transactions?
In a month.
Onome? Not a lot, but you at least do like once or twice.
In a month. So, okay, let's say over the course of a year, would you do up to 6 times?
More than.
Okay.
In a year.
In a
In a
year,
year.
more than.
So,
You do 12 now.
You do
okay,
12 at the very least.
12 at the very least.
Yes.
I don't do a lot of those transactions frequently. So maybe I'll also be like 12. You 12.
No, more than 12
Okay,
actually.
more than 12.
Like 24.
Okay.
Or
So
36 F.
we are
When you
like
think about it.
some of the, we are probably like the target market, right?
Yes.
So here's the problem. These cards or these service providers are competing with my bank.
Are they? My
Yes.
bank cannot do it.
My bank cannot do it.
But
Here's the thing. I wanted to pay for, I think, my YouTube Premium a couple of months back. And my bank decided that not today.
Okay.
So I switched to a virtual dollar card provider. And it worked. So after a while, I decided, let me go and try my bank.
And
I don't want to
working.
have too many cards. So I tried my bank,
And it
and my
worked.
bank worked. I returned. Now, my bank worked for a month or two and then decided not to work again. Now, if there are a couple of banks, and the truth is, banks have a lot of customers. So if anybody is going to be using these services, then they're probably banked by these commercial banks. So you're basically competing with these, like you're probably providing services to a smaller set of people.
so you are saying cheaper cash does not have the market for the $150 million
I
they
think that
raised.
the market
Okay.
isn't so big.
All right, it's him that said it, so not that point. So, but yeah, I get your point, and it's making me think about the other guys, the paydays, the yeah.
And those
There's a
other
lot of
ones
them,
offer
actually.
the
There are
same.
lots of them.
Exactly.
It's just go and find who has the best rates and stick with that person, because I'll probably get tired.
Can you actually? Because almost every month they have one
Issue or the other.
So the entire industry looks like it's very difficult to play in. So
Yeah, check out
Somebody will
Chingu's
get it.
article.
Somebody will get it right.
Yeah, check out Chingu's article on Federal Card. You could see a lot of the things he's saying. He's not just saying it from his head. Let me just try to defend him a bit. He kind of has informed perspective from experts at these companies, at virtual card infrastructure providers, and a player like InterSwitch. What was the name of the other Bridge Card?
yeah, bridge card.
So check out that article on virtual cards.